The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. With over 17,000 markets and extended trading hours, turn US earnings season volatility into opportunity. Get started at IG.com.
Well, we were spoiled for choice when it comes to the stock of the day. Of course, we're in the thick of earnings season here in Australia. But with my guests, Jonathan Takadina from MPC Markets and Michael Gable from Fairmont Equities, I thought we should cover Evolution Mining. It tripled its dividend today. We've got gold prices up around $3,000. I mean, I thought there should be something interesting in it, except for the fact, Jonathan, that with the gold price, so has the price of Evolution Mining.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have a look at the numbers, they pretty much just kicked it out of the park in every single manner. So it's a well-run mine, long mine life, and if you have a look at the chart, it's just basically bottom left, top right. So I guess the question is does it go higher from here? I've obviously been very vocal in gold's one of the easier trades going from here, and I think that continues. The reason being is obviously there's still a lot of Chinese buying in the background. They're trying to sort of steer away from US dollar reserves, so that they're the biggest buyers in the market. And anytime that you're buying a commodity where you've got the backing of a central bank, it's generally you don't want to fight that. So just generally, I think gold heads higher from here. We've reached, I think, 29.30 depending on the spot. It'll reach 3,000 fairly soon. Could be next week, could be a couple of weeks, but it will get there, and then it'll probably shoot on higher. I actually brought a chart of gold in Aussie dollars, and you'll see that it's actually been an even smoother ride than gold in US dollars. So that's once you factor in the currency, that is what Evolution is making. So it just shows that there's been hardly any dips. The price is rising higher. And obviously, their costs are fixed, so it just means more money. So I think Evolution goes higher from here, and it's a buy.
It is a buy for Evolution Mining from Jonathan Takadina. It's hard to argue with the momentum that we've seen in these gold stocks, but then you start to wonder. I mean, it has reaffirmed its production guidance going forward, but nothing goes in a straight line forever.
Yeah, that's right. And look, ultimately my view is, they're still going to head higher. I mean, we've had that bullish view on gold for over a year now, and I've continued to be positive about the sector. Gold stocks, even mentioned it as recently as a couple of weeks ago on this show, still quite undervalued compared to where the gold price has moved. Tailwinds for gold include obviously all the central bank buying, as Jonathan mentioned, as rates continue to come down. That's a tailwind for the gold price as well. Plus, you do have that flight to gold, as you've seen, the debasing of the US dollar. Other countries are looking to potentially replace US dollars in trading, and they need to have the backup of gold. But Evolution, as we could see on this 1 year chart, just trending really nicely. So in terms of a buy point, we do have to recognise that if we look at what Evolution's done, if we look at what the US dollar gold price has done in the past sort of several days, it has run pretty hard. So I'd be a buyer, but I'd be waiting for maybe some weakness in the next few days. But I wouldn't be waiting for deep pullbacks. You could wait for a deep pullback and ultimately miss out. So I think if you get a few days of softness, I think you step in. If it then continues to weaken, I wouldn't be too concerned, because the broader trend is to the upside. Still looks very strong, but short term buy some weakness.
I'm going to call that a hold then, because you wouldn't necessarily rush out to buy it today. So that is our stock of the day, Evolution Mining, in the wake of its result being fueled by the gold price as well. It's a buy and a hold.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Turn volatility into opportunity this US earnings season with extended trading hours on over 110 key US shares. Get started at IG.com.